Hello everyone, welcome. Welcome to the Devil's Stream. That was good. That was good. The Devil's Stream. I'm gonna have to use that again. I should tell Amaloy that. He likes funny jokes. Welcome, Seldia, Dynast, Tedranai, Gamafunk, Lomlobot. Oh. I guess I have to do that this way. Interesting. Oh, it doesn't have the emote. Yeah. I should gift Lomlobot the emote. I should gift Lomlobot a sub. But, oh, it's Kenran. Welcome. Yeah, sorry, it's only you. On Discord, you get them all, but you only get, nice. Get your input going into the game. You only get, Gamma F. Heh. For a sub, because on Twitch they're like tiers. So if you sub, there's like 3 different tiers. I need to upload. Oh, there it is. Kenran with the. It says 8 months. Anybody who I don't actually have the official resub notification. I don't have a designated Twitch emote, so feel free to use any. Till I designate one, feel free to use spam. Thank Kenran for the sub, much appreciated. Kenran and Tedranai. I think I thanked Tedranai when he subbed, but he's resubbed a bunch of times as well. So thank you for that, you guys. I only have 3 subs so far because, well, I haven't been streaming, and got to stream to get subs. But appreciate everyone's support. Hoping to do a very minimum of once a week. Maybe we can work back up to twice a week. Here it is. Tedranai with the resub. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Gotta hear that epic sound as many times as possible. Featuring some of my very favorite dialogue from the Genesis. So this level's done. I don't know why I'm walking back into the vault. We've done all of Elf, all of F, all of Elf, all of Crypt. We've got, I haven't gotten this. I guess I can go ahead and get the Serpentine rune now. Might as well, before going into, I mean, I don't have to, but I think I did all. First time you ever press that button, yeah. It's fun to do that, and I've got only like 3 other subs on Twitch, but it's always fun when you get to like leave a message. Because there's a thing where you can enter a message as well. You don't have to just hit the share. You can actually enter a message and it can have emotes and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of a thing in a lot of streams to like all of chat sort of spams this one emote every time somebody subs. But I haven't really picked one for that. Missing out on a bunch of chickens. It's interesting, that emote looks a lot better on Twitch. I can actually see the details of it. I'm used to seeing it on Discord. Yeah, you choose not to. Yeah, I agree. It's very surprising that Tedranai does not. He's a great appreciator of memes. Alright, so it looks like I've done 3 of Snake. We've got our Staff of Death. Is Auto Eat not gonna do anything? I thought Auto Eat would be like, yeah, I'll eat something, but okay, here we go. Snake 4, after doing like all this other stuff. I have Aralek, and gotta remember what spells I have. I just upgraded to Trunks, so we're now at goldified Your library has no spells. Oh, I guess I gotta go back and like... Let me try that. Let's try collecting books. Is it gonna retroactively? Was there anything? Library has no spells. Here we go. You pick up the Book of Misfortune and begin reading. Wow. I guess we gotta go. Man, that's a lot of books. Look at this, 3 enchant armor. Do I have anything to enchant? I've got a +0 helmet and +0 gloves. Strength C and Biz gloves. Well, the strength would be cool. Oh yeah, that was another thing I could consider doing, right? That's why I was holding on to these scrolls. Hey, two-headed, how's it going? Yeah, you pick up books and they are added to the library, and anywhere this library you can read, it's even got, well, I guess these are the same keys that you would normally see. I think the work on this is a little bit ongoing, in that there's still a few UI tweaks to do, but I think it's mostly working. But yeah, you pick up books, and just like that message you saw there, I guess I can go pick up, expand my library. I guess the only problem is it's an awful lot of spells. Oh, whatever that was not a thing. Look at the warp, Elf 3. Yeah, this'll make for an exciting stream. Next 30 minutes, Gamba Funk picks up spell books. Front page of Twitch, hottest stream on Twitch. Million spells. Yeah, it's a lot of spells. I don't know, maybe people will like actually that's one of the things I recall people complaining about. Is that so how does it, if you have more than, I mean, I'm running out. VWX. Do I literally have 2? What happens there? Does it? I imagine it just starts resetting. Favorite section. Yeah, that sounds like something that. Is his name Aiden? I need to look up his exact name. He might like to implement or something. Or maybe Wheels. Wheels. I'm gonna call him Aiden, even though I need to look up his exact name. And Advil all do some UI work. I've done a little bit, but I am not a UI expert. It's a little bit finicky, and we've got a lot of abstraction layers, so it always takes me a long time to sort into the UI code. But I remember one of the fun things I did with the UI. Oh, sometimes something that I do is implement stuff that doesn't get implemented in web tiles. And that was one of the fun things. When deterministic poison was added by Draco Omega, he did the tiles implementation of it, but I had to implement it on web tiles, and that was a bit of work to draw the little rectangles and stuff. It wasn't anything really difficult, but it took a little bit of time. And it's the logic behind the code is completely different between tiles and, of course, like web tiles. Unfortunately, they don't. There's a lot of duplication because there's no way to really make the implementations the same. They're just fundamentally like different. Well, that's really most of the spells. I guess this is going to end our the acquisition phase. Yeah, I don't know about favorites. I mean, with spells, you tend not to you tend not to rememorize them multiple times, so I don't know how useful that would actually be. But it sure is a lot of... I guess what you really need is... Conjure... I guess what you need is like a stash search type thing, don't you? Just by spell school, to be able to search and only show those. Wouldn't that maybe be the best thing? I feel like that's probably the only like really required thing. All right, so speaking of spells, what do we got? We've got BBC or Bolt of Drain. I also have Bolt of Fire, do I not? Yes, I do. Probably a little bit more important to have Bolt of Fire than it is, because BBC is okay. I'm going to be using it a lot for... Speaking of this, okay, so hunger. We don't really have too much in the way of hunger concerns right now. Is this the vault? Sure looks like it, doesn't it? Pretty good. Look at that. What? Majestic targeting. All the black mambas. Concerned mamba. What are you guys doing here? This isn't lair. My RC is definitely messed up. It's showing corp... Ah! So Advil made this change, which helps me. I need to fix my RC, but now if you are over an inedible corpse, it just straight up won't let you butcher it, which is nice. Well, well, well. I too am a sharpshooter. We're going through a bit of food here. What is PVC? One thing I need to add to Control X is Zombie Hand status. Anti-twisted. I don't. You're gonna have to parse that one for me, Dinus. Anti-twisted. Out of MP. I'm a melee guy too, Mr. Warrior. See? I think his encircle will totally... I'm sort of curious, but I'm pretty sure if he'll just be able to encircle them out. Maybe. Well, he found something to encircle, all right. Well, I'm gonna hit the thing that I can actually reliably hit. Yeah, so this is going to be, probably should be a very uneventful boy, plenty of these things. Wait, another vault? And if it depels priest. Well, I don't play your polymorph strats. Oh, why would you do that? Suppose I got any... Man, guardian serpents are real. There's those Gnoll level up messages. By the way, did you notice level 15? One shot. Too hungry. Am I really? Nothing to eat. This is stupid. Can't wait until we remove food. Oh, huh. This guy's immune to fire. Yep. That's what this branch is. It's just so full of meat bags. Endless meat bags. Time you see a serpent, also ends up being the branch that's sort of like, due to the combination of colors, it sort of it has the weirdest contrast in console. It's the combination of the yellow walls and yellow... Huh. I guess that is just the wandering color, isn't it? At least there's a bit of XP in this branch. The one edible thing. Oh, my pack is full, huh? I feel like I got a lot of jewelry that I may not actually want to carry around here. C Invis ring, RF ring, flight, I guess. Oh, invocable Invis, sure. Regen RF, R poison. Don't really need that one right now. Oh, the Phantasy Star 2 remix. It's real. It's funny how low-key this, if you ever played this game, which probably most of you haven't, it's funny how low-key this song was in the original game. It was like the battle music was sort of kind of strangely sedate. It was kind of catchy, but it was just really low-key, and this is like amping it up. This is like John Stein's end. That's why there's so many damn Nagas in here. John Stein, please. Yes. Might be Vashnia in here too. Demo console at a store? That's an interesting demo. That game is absolutely, you know, by like JRPG standards, it's pretty brutal. It came with a strategy guide, depending on where or when you bought it, but it was... well, it had... The original game was on Master System. Phantasy Star 2 is the first one on see, now why does that not show up? Thank you for the follow, Reldio. Why that doesn't show up in Chatty? I thought I turned that on. Chatty is a bit weird. It doesn't do notifications in chat like I want it to. I need to fool with the settings. But yeah, it's a pretty difficult game. It was an early Genesis title, and then there was a follow-up, Phantasy Star 3, which was a pretty terrible game by most people's assessment. It was also a difficult game, but not as hard as Phantasy Star 2. Phantasy Star 2 is actually a well-liked game, even though it was really difficult. And then Phantasy Star 4 is like the favorite that everybody who's played the series. It's like one of the best JRPGs on the Genesis, if not the best. What we got in here? Oh, it's a stair vault. But yeah, we were talking about Phantasy Star 2, which this currently playing song is a remix of the battle theme from that game, just the main battle theme. Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say that a game isn't worth playing. It's not a good game in all sorts of ways, but if you really like that style of game, then you can have fun with it. There's a streamer by the name of Jaiseed who has a lot of Phantasy Star records and has run the entire series, and I think he's still the current Phantasy Star 3 record holder. I mean, he likes the game. It's fun to watch him speedrun it, sort of, you know. What do we got going on? Berserk. Probably need to adjust some of this auto pickup. But yeah, if you wanted to try the series, 4 is, I think, far and away the best one. But it's just, it's like a, 80s JRPG. It's not, I wouldn't consider it like required playing by any means. It was cool when it first came out on the Master System because it was pretty innovative for the time in terms of like the setting, the story, and kind of like the graphical approach. And then 2 was just a nice follow-up, but it wasn't exactly Final Fantasy tier or anything. And then 3, it kind of sputtered, and then 4 was a pretty solid game. The speedrun of Phantasy Star 4 is pretty funny to watch because it's absolutely brutal. Like, you can die anywhere in that speedrun. And so it's like a 3-hour one, so it's reasonably fast, but it's funny, just like the variance is pretty extreme. Anywhere from the first like sandworm grind where you have to level up with killing off one of the characters and leveling up the 2 important characters, all the way up to like all the different sub-bosses. You could die at any point, just random battles. Like, you mostly don't die, but it's like this 5 to 10% chance at almost every point in the game, so I thought about trying to run it. It's just a 3-hour speed run is like maybe not that much fun. Well, I guess that was a rune, wasn't it? We can go to... Oh yeah, armor. I wanted to figure that out. What did we have? We do have Fire Dragon Scale. I'd have to buy them to see. That sucks. Yeah, and Swamp Dragon Scales. That's a little bit heavy. Although, that might give me a good sense of what the encumbrance will be like. Oh wow. Wait. Really? Oh, that's why. They're only 7. Okay, so Fire Dragon Scales are a bit more. Yeah, I got reversed in my head, of course. Well, there's a speedrun.com category of sharpen 10 pencils IRL, where you have to get 10 pencils and sharpen them in real life and then try to get the fastest time. So, odds are, I mean, even if there wasn't, you could certainly make one. So, I don't know how badly the scales would impact spellcasting. Probably not too bad. My strength is actually good. It would be cool to have some AC. How much enchant armor? 5, 6, 7. I fully enchanted up. What was I gonna? Yeah, RC. I've got RC++. What from? This buckler. That was another thing. Oh, hey, I can upgrade my shield. Sick. Oh, that's right. The only shield I found was just a shield of reflect. Yeah. Wow, all skills to 15. That does seem high.